Welcome back, everyone, to Parx Racing for Let's Go Racing, and it's time for News and Notes brought to you by Pewter Stable. Log on to the website there at pewterstable.com. And Kate DeMasi was almost our trainer of the week. She had an excellent week, but I gave the nod to those guys that we don't.
She's been the trainer of the week before.
Yeah, but, will be, absolutely. But log on to the website there at pewterstable.com. Dick Wentz. There is a horse named Wentz.
I know.
He runs right here.
He does.
He's out of that John Servis barn. The guys from Mainline Racing Stables own him. Now, the first time out, he ran into and I know you're not going to believe this, a Todd Pletcher rocket ship.
That never happens as a young horse.
Well, this past Tuesday, he had another chance. And? What?
It's the Wentz. They can't stop him. 9 in a row, I guess it turns out. And the football, and
let's take a look at Wentz. And they're off. Spectacular Plum breaks on top, and here comes Wentz now on the inside, and Wentz will sprint to the early lead.
Right after the draft, it's hard to name the horses. You know, they turn down so many names. Everything's got to be perfect. So right after the draft, Carson Wentz was still virtually unknown, and Wentz the horse, his father is a horse by the name of Super Saver, and you know, it looked like the second pick in the draft that Wentz was going to be our Super Saver in Philadelphia, and we finally got our quarterback, so we decided to name him Wentz. 5 furlongs out, Wentz in front by almost a full length. On the outside sit the pair of Shanghai Check and a 3-wide Spectacular Plum. His first start, he ran very green, very immature, finished a real good second to a horse out of New York, and he came back in his second start the other day, improved dramatically, won what I thought was very impressive, ran a very good number, and he's like Carson Wentz. He gets better with every start. They have less than 3.5 furlongs to go, and it's Wentz who has the lead. Wentz now begins to open up. Since he won, and it looks like he has a lot of talent, we're starting to get, you know, a lot of people are questioning him and getting calls and checking into the name and how we named him and so on and so forth. And I just tell them that, you know, we trusted the process. Wentz by 2.5 by 3. Heartful of Stars has moved to second. Shanghai Check third. The others have all dropped well behind. Spectacular Plum at the inside is fourth, but now better than 10 lengths behind. Wild Prayer trying to run on a bit from the back of the pack. Looks like the only one in with a shot to catch Wentz is number 1, Heartful of Stars, who comes to the outside for the last furlong. Wentz is still in front, but Heartful of Stars will pose a late threat on the outside. Wentz trying to last for 1 more furlong. Heartful of Stars continues to grind away. Heartful of Stars the outside. Wentz digs in. Wentz still holding on to the lead. They come to the finish. It will be Wentz who's got it. The 3 guys that own Wentz is myself and 2 other gentlemen from Philadelphia, and avid, you know, Philadelphia fans, season ticket holders, those guys, and every Eagles game we do group texting, and it goes through the whole game, and you know, to have a horse to watch the Eagles play the way they're playing, and then to have a horse run the way he ran with the name Wentz, it's fantastic. I mean, we're having so much fun with the team, much less the horse. Well, Wentz, you mentioned 9 in a row. Does this count as 10 in a row?
Absolutely. Yeah. 9 football games at a horse race, 10 in a row.
Heartful of Stars looked like he was going to maybe be a threat there on the outside, but Wentz dug in, and he got it done for John, and we'll keep our eye on Wentz. But, Dick, our man Carson Wentz, I mean, it's just playing at such a high level. It really is astounding what a terrific player and a young man that he is.
NFL is a field goal league, except the Eagles are winning by 4 touchdowns. That doesn't happen. They're playing great. Next 2 weeks will tell a lot. They'll be out on the West Coast, Seattle, and then the Rams. If they can get through those games, then they're going to start resting people for the playoffs, because they are. This is as good an Eagles team as I've seen since I've been here. Up there with the 04 team that played the Patriots for the Super Bowl. They're really good.